Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thanks very much, everybody, for joining me. Sad Sadek here once again for PakPassion, bringing you another exclusive interview. It's an interview and a chat with a difference because the gentleman who I'm speaking with today is not a cricketer or a former cricketer, a current cricketer, or even a coach. He's a passionate sports lover, somebody who I've known for a long time. He's loves his cricket. He's massive supporter of Pakistan cricket, has worked with the Pakistan Cricket Board for many years, worked with many of the chairmen over the years. He's the former owner of Boom Boom Cricket, you know, that very famous brand that sponsored the Pakistan cricket team and Ireland and various other teams over the years. And as I say, he's worked as an advisor to various Pakistan Cricket Board chairmen. Delighted to have today Ali Ehsan. Ali Bhai, hope you're doing well.
I am good. Really pleased to be back with you. I think it's been almost 14, 15 years since we last touched base when we launched Boom Boom. But it's
Yeah,
good to be with you.
it's been a long time, Ali Bhai. I mean, let's talk about Boom Boom. You know, what a
Sure.
massive name it was in the world of international cricket, not just Pakistan cricket. Tell us how the idea came about in a few minutes, Ali Bhai, and how it sort of quickly grew so much.
The idea was very simple. Cricket, like any other Pakistani young kid when I was growing up, was a passion. And our heroes were Majid, Imran, Zahir, Wasim Raja, all these big iconic players. And I wanted to be a cricketer, but I realized that there are another 500,000 kids who are much more talented than me. So I could never be of that level. But I loved the game, studied it, and still am a student of that game. I moved to England in 2005, 6. While I was doing my MBA, I was given a task to do a strategy presentation, on how to create brands in competitive markets. So I just thought how to create a cricket brand because cricket market was totally captured by either Asian brands or European. So Grenacles and SS from India and Kookaburra and Ehsan and all that guys. So I did a presentation and I looked around and I did a survey and I thought I need a name, a unique name. And at that time, if you remember, T20 cricket was rising. It and it was new, IPL was new and T20 was, and Shahid's name and Boom Boom was big. Everybody was talking about Boom Boom, new style of cricket and everything. I called the lawyer during 2009 World Cup. If you remember, there was a brilliant catch which Shahid Afridi took, running towards the stand. I think it was at Trent Bridge, a
I
game
think it was
against
the
New Zealand.
Oval against New Zealand when he was running
New
back and he
Zealand
took
and
it. Yeah,
over, right?
yeah,
And he stood up in his typical style, and the
yes.
commentators went crazy. That's Boom Boom, that's Boom Boom moment, and things like that. I picked up the phone, called the lawyers, and asked for the trademark. We registered it. Next flight, went to Pakistan, talked to Shahid. He's a great guy. He's an asset to Pakistan cricket, always been, and the work he's doing in other sectors now. Um, Talked to him and endorsed him as a ambassador for the brand. And later on, many other players like Herschel Gibbs and Jade Dunbach and Umar Gol and some other greats played with our
I mean, you
uh,
guys started
equipment.
Providing kits to Pakistan, Ireland, and other teams as well, Ali Bhai.
Kenya,
It was a massive
Afghanistan, yeah.
it was a massive rise, wasn't it? And a quick rise.
It, it was amazing. I mean, starting as a fun game, fun brand, the rise was really steep. We were at one given point of time the only cricket brand in the world to sponsor four international teams. Pakistan, Ireland, Kenya, Afghanistan. Then we had our own league in Florida. So it was a very unique, surreal experience, and I loved it.
And you're working with some of the biggest names. You've mentioned Shahid Afridi there. You're working with Abdul Razak, I remember, Fawad Alam,
Yeah,
Umar Gul, and many others.
some really massive players. We launched a special range. I don't know if you recall that. I think that match took place in Cape Town between Australia and South Africa. And Herschel Gibbs scored 170 odd. in an amazing chase. I think it was the 400 run chase. We launched a brand. Herschel Gibbs was one of our brand ambassadors, and he had this tribal South African art tattoo on his shoulder. And I asked him when we signed him up, and I said, Herschel, what was going through your mind? And he said, mate, it was just arrogance. I was so super confident. We launched a range called Arrogance, it was so popular, and we sort of took the inspiration from the tribal South African art. And if you still go look at the stickers on the bat, they reflected that. So yes, you're right. It was a amazing brand and some really big names of cricket. I'm very privileged to work with them.
2011 World Cup kit that you launched, Ali, was an iconic kit, very, very famous, very nice kit, one of my favorite kits. And of course, PakPassion had an involvement in that as well, didn't it?
Yes, it was your idea, and thanks to that, what an amazing moment that was. I remember I was on the call with you, and you said, "Why don't we do fans involvement?" And thanks to you, we went out, we involved the fans, we ran a competition, and the best design came out. Obviously, we did a bit of tweaking and everything, and it reflected the colors, the true flag colors, the Pantone colors of Pakistani national flag, the crescent and the stars, the yellow there, the yellow and gold. And it was really good. It looked good under lights, it looked good during the day, and it was one of the most iconic to this day after the 1992 World Cup shirts with the true colors. And it was so popular. I remember, Saj, I think we never had the time, ever had the chance to talk, and I never had the chance to thank you. But immediately after the Mohali game, which we unfortunately lost in a semi-final, I think, to India, next, within a week's time, I was on the cover of Newsweek Asia, and they ran a story how we created the brand, and then inside it was the whole idea about going to people and asking, and they mentioned you as well, your role and various other people who were involved in the brand at that time. So yes, it was an amazing moment.
Ali, your brand, though, was hit hard by the spot fixing scandal. There's no doubt about that because, unfortunately, those pictures of Mohammad Amir, Salman Butt, Mohammad Asif were in the Boom Boom kit. And that hit your company hard, didn't it? And was that the beginning of the end, so to speak?
It did hit us. It was really unfortunate. It was really unfortunate because if you look at all these three players, Salman was a great captain, still is when I look at his interviews and I follow him on social media. He's a very good strategist. His understanding of the game is pretty much right up next to Australians. Really, really intelligent bloke who understands the game very well. Asif, great talent. I mean, even now, world's greatest batsman, they tell him that they say he was one of the most feared ones coming out of Pakistan. Amir, obviously, such a big talent at that time. We were hit very badly, but if I look at as a cricket follower and a Pakistani and a student of the game, I think more than what financial losses to me, the game of cricket lost a lot. We, as followers, lovers of cricket, three big talents, and the game was damaged. And it wasn't, to be honest, fault of the players. It was a reflection of how faulty the systems are and how we are lacking in developing players who can manage the pressure and the lights and the media and the fame and the money when they are exposed to that center stage. And I think that is something that all cricket boards need to, from emerging economies especially, need to work on it.
And unfortunately, as you say, the sort of the brand almost disappeared, Ali. I don't mean to be negative or undermine your efforts, but the brand sort of slid and went away, really, didn't it? After that.
There were two, three things, even though I'm a associate professor of business strategy, but I think my strategies were not really, really very well implemented. One of the key challenge, I think, when we launched the brand, the popularity became really good. My investor and very dear friend Zaid Surthi, we decided, and we went the other way around. Normally in cricket industry, it's a family-run business, and the grandfather or someone in the family started the business 60, 70 years ago, and then it comes down in generation. From bat makers, they create a big brand, and some really amazing brands are controlling cricket industry. We went the other way around, and we created the brand with the personality. Our ethos was freedom to play. We wanted kids to go out and express themselves and be open and fearless. It was growing good, but the popularity at that time was something we never expected. It went really popular in no time, but we did not have the organizational infrastructure behind it. We signed a contract with someone in a very prominent brand manufacturer in Salcoat. They were supposed to be our suppliers. And I thought, I'm in England and I have the trademark and everything. Before I knew it, they were flooding the market without our permission with our brand logos. And there were some fake brands launched. To this day, I think they are visible. If you go on Google, there was a brand called Doom Doom and Zoom Zoom and Zoom Zoom. Uh, so it was really sad because we could not control the intellectual property rights and the counterfeit products that were coming into the market. So in the end, I decided if we can't give the right product to the players, then there's no point to be in business. So we stalled it. To this day, we still owe the trademark and the brand, but I was involved with other projects and other things in life, so I never had the time to relaunch it. But now I'm very curious and very focused to go back into that industry.
I know some of the kit suppliers of recent years keep in touch with me, Ali Bhai, and they always say how difficult it is to work with the Pakistan Cricket Board and providing them with the kits and, working to their requirements. Did you find that quite difficult as well?
I didn't find Pakistan Cricket Board difficult. I worked with various other cricket boards. But you see, uh, allow me to be a little philosophical here when I talk about Pakistan Cricket Board, because it is one of the institutions in Pakistan which is in the main light, right? Or in the headlights most of the time. But if you look at the situation over the last 20, 25 years in Pakistan and the decline of organizations over two and a half decades, it is really sad. If you go to Pakistan Railways, it's the same situation, worse situation than this, but they never make that big headlights. So personally, I never had a challenge working with PCB. It was just a reflection of the way society was. I think all the chairmen and all the team members had the right intentions, but the organization structure was not revamped as quickly as it should have. But I think under the given circumstances at that time, they were doing a good job. So personally, I had no really big issues with the board, but my suppliers were pretty different.
As I said in the intro, Ali Bhai, you're a passionate cricket lover, somebody who can't keep away from the game. I know I've had messages from you discussing various aspects of cricket over the years. Um, Now, having sort of scrapped Boom Boom almost, or put it to bed for a while, you've still been involved in cricket, haven't you? And helping the Pakistan Cricket Board in various projects over the years.
Yes, I have been involved with cricket. I've been working with a very amazing cricket company based out of Loughborough. Loughborough University, if you know, or I'm sure you know about it, is the world's number one in sports for the last 7, 8 years, ranked number one. And they have a company called Dynatic. I've been advising them, and we signed a 5-year contract for biomechanics and AI. And that is for injury preventions of fast bowlers, right? So it's not aloo paratha or pure ghee and lassi that we believe in that make you healthy. It's science behind the body as well, right? And the mental attitude. So what they do, and if you look at, it's not a miracle that England has produced some amazing fast bowlers over the last 10, 15 years, and they don't break down as as often as other fast bowlers around the world. So Broad and Anderson, even the recovery and comeback of Mark Wood, right? So what they do is they work on biomechanics. They look at through infrared cameras and everything. They analyze the body, the run up. They look at where the stresses are on a body, and they develop that part of your run up or your body and strengthen it and create a workload plan. And it's a very scientific way of protecting fast bowlers. And I often think fast bowlers are a very rare commodity in cricket now because of commercialization, because of T20 and IPLs and PSLs and hundreds and T10 and three types of World Cups and so on and so forth, right? Too much cricket is going on. Fast bowlers, their body goes through a lot of stress. They don't get enough time to protect it or recover from the stresses. It's like Formula One Ferraris on a grid. They need to come into a pit stop, get everything checked, changed, and back on the grid. And this is what they do. So we have a 5-year contract. PCB has sent 3 under 19 fast bowlers, and they were amazing. They were all bowling at 82 to 85 miles an hour at under 19 level. Really good. The unfortunate part, if you look at Pakistan fast bowling talent, there's more than 15, 16 fast bowlers who are clocking over 145 Ks. But every now and then they break down. So we need to protect our Ferraris really carefully and manage them using science, using AI, using biomechanics, get help of all these consultants who are top of the game, PhDs, doctors, researchers who work with the best in the world, and protect our talent. Because over the last 70 years, even though Pakistan has produced some amazing batsmen, starting from Hanif Mohammad and all the way down to Babar Azam and continuing, our real strength is in the air. The firepower is with fast bowlers, starting from Fazl Mahmood Khan Mohammad, and then coming down, and then Imran and Sarfaraz and Wasim Wakar, Shoaib, and continuing. So we need to protect our fast bowling bench. They should always be ready, fit, healthy, fast, focused, 150 plus, and that's what the aim is. I hope we can continue that partnership. And I think we're not going to stop here with just Pakistan Cricket Board. I think we are engaging with other cricket boards and counties and even franchises to protect their fast bowling assets.
Finally, Ali Bhai, I can't let you leave this interview without asking this question. Are we going to see Boom Boom Cricket come back, providing
Oh, yes.
equipment and kits around the world?
Yes, Boom Boom is going to come back, but it's going to come back in a different style. Boom Boom will be there, but I'm working on a product which is called Socho Cricket. Socho, as you know, in Urdu and Arabic and Hindi, it means reflect, it means think, it means improve, find a solution to the problem, think. So based on my previous experiences of match fixing and so many other things, Socho cricket, so that we can train cricketers at grassroots levels. That is one. Two, we are bringing in AI and biomechanics platform so a player can coach against himself. And very soon I'll be showing you that technology, which will be unique and for the first time ever, just like Boom Boom, will be revolutionary.
Sounds fascinating, Ali Bhai, and I really appreciate your time today. I think we'll do a follow-up interview probably in a few months' time and ask you about the various projects you've been working on and currently working on. Obviously, we haven't got enough time to fit all of that in today, but we'll definitely speak about that in the near future. As I say, thank you very much for your time. Always
a pleasure
fascinating.
talking to you.
Always fascinating to hear your passionate views about the world of cricket and the various projects that you're working on. Really appreciate that.
Thank you, Sajid. Thank you, and all the best with PakPassion.